Give me a minute. Cool. Right, so last video from last night should be uploading. Continue onwards with the next storyline. Can't remember. Oh yeah, I was here. He's finding out what happened to his kingdom. Oh, that's way faster than used to right now. Oh. Looking at some criminals. To stab someone. Plant the seed and harvest its fruit. Don't really care right now. Uh-huh. Nothing really there. Nope. Just got something. Ooh, eggs. Yep. Oh, no, someone's been seen, so... unless now they've tweaked the levels so that all the levels are slightly higher. And therefore it'll be a little bit harder. Ooh, that's neat. The fake?
いざとなれば少々荒い手を取るしかないな。何のために王子を陥れたというんだ。こいつがこの苦境の元凶を叩き伏せてくれる。コルネリウス。
Whoops.
コルネリウス、ここにいたのか。どうじゃ、決心はついたか。もちろんです、父上。お言いつけ通り、森に住むあの娘とはきっぱり別れます。なんだって。よし、気が変わらぬうちにすぐに森へ行って伝えてこい。お前には国益を考え、大大院王の娘との縁組を考えておる。父上の仰せのままに。その代わりと言ってはぶしつけですが、教えていただきたいことがあります。何？王家に代々伝わると言われる秘術。そんなものはない。何をしている？早く行ってこい。すぐに行け。
My plan all for naught.
どうしてあやつは秘術のことを。
He was just bluffing.
何者だ？どうか真実をお聞きください。私こそがあなたの息子コルネリウス。本当のタイタニア王子。
That's an imposter.
あれは私に化ける偽物です。
Use the right word. Yeah.
世を担もうというのだな。たばかるでない獣よ。家を捨てると言って飛び出した。あの時より私は変わってしまった。なぜそれを？しかし私は実の息子。
Do the magic thing. Tell him something. Yeah, tell him something only he knew would know.
まさか。いやいや、何を申す。
Ooh, that's a smooth turn.
待て。
You got the magic sword.
その剣は一体どうした？冥府の恐ろしい声の主からタイタニアの王子なら義務があると渡された剣です。見違えるわけはない。その血塗られた剣よ、冥府の恐ろしい声。おお、まさかそんな。その呪わしい剣を持って世の前から去れ。父上、どうなされたというのです。お前の言うことなどし。
Oh jeez, those mighty guards.
天に誓って私はコルネリウスです。試してみてください。過去の思い出を1から10まで答えてみせましょう。そいつを追い出せ。何をしている？早く。父上。
Damn. Oh, is this now an escape or no? Introspection.
情けない。 なんという孤独だ。父上に信じていただけず、このような扱いを受けるとは。死の女王が言うように抗っても無駄なのか。いや、諦めるものか。この胸には愛しい姫がいる。
Let's go see her.
あの偽物ベルベット姫に会いに行くと言っていたな。イルリットの森か。
So, let's go. So I wonder if this is going to be the same area and the same map layout, or is it going to change it? Equipped everything. Surround yourself with electric shots, dizzy shots. Oops. At least they're like diversifying their sort of the root tubers, I guess. I didn't even pay attention to the score there. That's good. At least it's not repeating as many tutorials. It's a little bit annoying when it does do that. There's small amounts, but there's not that many. Screwed that one up. Jaws. Ooh. Surely it's like eggs and flour. Oh yeah, this is one of the bees next, don't I? Once again, push the button. Right, so what skill is this then? Oh, that sounds like an active. It also sounds like one that uses PP. Yes. Lightning for a short amount of time. Did I miss one? Oh no, that's the special trial that could be coming up in this level. I still need... Let's go with that one. It's like super important. Right, boots like this. Those arms, phase arms, wherever they are. And... Teammate one works. Oh, that looks helpful for a hiding spot. Awesome. It does. Rabbits. And then we're at backspace. EXP plus 70. Is that still within range though? No, it's not. Oh no, that is actually worth it. Let's dump some of these down. items. And then from there I'll need to clean up just a bit of the inventory. There we go. Do. I'm going to use that. On the bright side, at least the game seems to be... I'm not sure if it was like this initially, but there's just a lot of farming. Like towards the end of the first story, it did look like I end up doing a lot of farming. Let's just probably run it just because. Get rid of that. Okay. Rest area then. They need to start producing the. Oh, wrong button. How many is that? Yes, I know it. Tutorial out of the way, and then it doesn't tell me how many fossils they have. That's great. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's the bell. There we go. More rays should ripen in a second. So I assume. Let's get. So I should be able to do perhaps some sort of stew or something, or some sort of dessert. There we go. Don't need anything else really. There we go. New recipe. An area map. And what do we need for this? Turny, Karatier, and chicken. Oh, I don't think I've got any of those. So the other question is, do my recipes get reset as well?
Oh yeah, 旅のお方ですね。長旅が続くと温かい手料理どうぞこちら。おう。さあ。
Oh no. Oh, all the bonuses are reset. Awesome. I guess we min-max this. And we get as much EXP off this as possible. It'll keep me a little bit further ahead of the curve on the mobs. Because that's one of the things that's always killer in this is, like, it wasn't so bad in the last storyline, but in this one there's been more areas where they pointed out and basically went, this is hard, this is a really hard mob to kill. So the question is how fast they're going to amp it up now that you've played through one storyline and that you're leveling up a character entirely. Ooh. Cacao and egg. So that's lost its bonus. Don't. Actually, I can grow some muggles. Like, this is the interesting part. Let's see if I can buy 2 more eggs. There we go. And I should have the seed to grow some muggles. Yes. 9 fills on, so I can get 3 of those, and then. So I need 2 more eggs, which will almost cap my inventory out. It's like this weird thing of juggling food endlessly, where it's like, I need to buy more eggs, or more food, or more this. And then, there we go. So it's really weird, because you then have these like bits where it's just like, all you do is just sit and like chow down on food to min-max your EXP. So I get 3 omelets, I don't think I've got anything else. Yeah, the cheese omelet's still there. That's kind of good though that, I'm not quite sure, I guess it is nice that they don't reset everything. Sorry, they don't reset the menu, but they reset the experience bonuses, because it means that you can basically use that again, and you're not stuck with like having to wait until like when it's at the end of the game before you start seeing more bonuses, or you can start experiencing the EXP bonuses from food again. So the question is, how fast will they then open up the Puka village, so I can start just spending cash for food? There we go. With any luck, this should clear up and make a lot of these areas easy. So the bag upgrade's going to be hard. Yes. Okay, that's cool. Mind you, to be honest, the Phazon Crystal, Frozen Crystal, is probably going to be like a mini-boss. Oops. So it's probably not going to be desperately hard. Nope. Nope. We'll take that back. Right, let's back up a little bit, and then throw some potions out. The potion spam is quite intense in this game. Why not? Got me some extra gold. Mind you, I probably need to kill it in this time. Okay, ads are coming in. But this is so early on in the game, the ads shouldn't be that much of an issue. Mega Megalus, yeah. He's like way larger than all of them. Like, there was one earlier in the end of the like Gwenny storyline where it was like a little mushroom dude, and you were like, oh yeah, he's really easy, I can totally kill him. And then like his first retransformation, he turns into this huge swole mushroom guy and begins to like punch you in the face. It's like fairly terrifying to just suddenly watch this like guy turn up. You're like, oh, this is easy, this is gonna be really easy, he's really small, and then you're like, oh my god, he punches and it takes up like half the level. Right. And the other thing is, of course, you go through that and it transforms again, and it's like a sort of lady death cap, which of course adheres to the standard thing of like, it's a monster, but it's still vaguely female in terms of human looking. Yep. So the Ogre has a good comic about that, about the, is it like forbidden forms or strange forms or something? Where it's like humans have such strange shapes. Why do they not follow us? And this is the S rank one. Which is weird. Quite clearly find the spam attack that I will be using for the rest of the game. There we go. That should finish it. Yep. And we've got the bag upgrade. So let's go get the chest. Oh. Yeah. There's got to be a way of reducing the power usage for that. Because it's an awesome move, does tons of damage, but it's way too much power. Oops. I guess I should investigate that extra empty room, and then do like the full cycle of all the way round via the frozen prison. But yeah, definitely did like an awesome job with all the sprite artwork. The only things I'll need to sit and at least look at some of the levels. Hopefully the saves weren't compatible between the original and the remastered artwork, or like the versions almost like so I need to go in and like check some, like, what some of the bosses look like in the old style artwork. Yep. That's really good stuff. Okay, this feels more in his story. Right. This King's Miniature Film. Any chance of finding who don't pay tax shall be executed by hanging. Okay. Jeez, those who complain of high taxes shall be subject to flogging in the stocks. Okay. Those who discriminate against Magi shall be subject to stocks. Okay. Bloodshed can be executed on the spot or by hanging. Fair enough. Okay. Right. Loot. Ooh. Carrot. Everything has like wing faces. Wait, really? Alright, give me a sec. Sneeze. Oh wow, that Teddy's actually quite strong. Carrying him on. Let's pick this stuff up. So let's dump these into some skills. That's always a good bet. I will always keep using that. Yep. And I'm saving 7. Yeah. Experience gain with food 20. That should be quite useful actually. Enemy attacks 10%. But that's actually... That's probably attacks when I'm standing on the ground, so that's probably actually fair. Okay. I was going to say the power increase, but to be honest, the DPS output's probably better. There we go. So 24. Each model weapons in 9 phosons, so I can make 2 of them. And that means when I go back to see the chef dude, I can eat the whatever's in the Muggle confit for additional levels. Wait for it. To be honest, this is the most annoying bit, is waiting for the fruit to ripen. So do a quick backtrack into this area, see if there's anything we missed. Bees. Oh god, the bees. Oh, carrots. Right, onto the chest. Oh, that's something I should check. So if there's one... oh wait, that will be the maximum red zone will be the item for that. That's area completion. That's the next zone. That's probably the third or final zone. I'll need to like do what I did with Gwendolyn and get to a certain level and just mix up all the skills I'm using, otherwise I'll just stick with these throughout the entire game. Yogurt! Let's say it's got the weird moment where it's just like, here's a bunch of items. It's a bit different. How many was that? 16. 14. 12, 12, 24, 16, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very well, we'll just plant these. Of course, these won't emit, but the 2 plants here will, because they're mine. So, I'll just eat that. Grow 1 muggle, and then the rest. So 16, 40, 56 total phosons. So one of those. Yes, I can get rid of that. And that will keep. Actually, there's nothing that I can make the grapes actually require just now. There we go. Let's get rid of that tutorial. Oh. I'm out of space. The easy way to deal with that is to mix and create a better base. case I can make whatever strange extra confit they have. Yep. Goblins got anything useful? No. Yeah, the items also seem like they're cool, and especially things like vampirism, but then when they add the 20% extra damage in, which I guess there has to be a downside. But it's like 10% damage taken. Yes, keep eating fruit. Have a seat. Have a meal.
いらっしゃいませ。ここは本当に緑豊かですね。さあ、ご注文は。
Ooh. There you go, yogurt fruit mousse. And that will not detract from any of my other recipes.
はい。
It's like bring out the food porn, the food sprite porn. So I need chicken, eggs and cheese, which neither of the guys really have. Eggs, cheese and cheese. Sorry, cheese and chicken. Fish isn't there yet. Shrimp isn't there, of course. Neither's the whatever it is, rose warped.
かしこまりました。
The other weird thing is, because you need to, when you do eat the food 3 times and remove the bonus EXP from it, they sometimes give you another recipe, so at some point you're going to need to eat it all to check that you have all the recipes. I assume there's like a hidden achievement somewhere, which is like, get all of them. But I could be wrong, a lot of the achievements are hidden, so they could all be, each storyline has a third, a halfway point, and like a finish achievement, so it could be that they're all, like, for all the other storylines, and then perhaps the final epilogue storylines have another one. Mail. Oh yeah, that's the video from last night coming out. Anyway, we'll skip through this because it's slow to watch. Oh no, I don't have the pure cacao to do the... Mermaid. Another bit. Oh god. Oh, this is the Manticore. I think. I don't have much damage stuff. Let's sort that. Some potions. Or toxin. What else? This is probably why I've been running. I don't have a lot of inventory space. It's probably because I haven't been crafting as many potions as I should have. Ice spirits, stick the food in, that takes us to level 2. So I can't have the ice spirits and the fire spirits at the same time as I found out last night. Basic healing potion, which is still useful right now. Let's dump some of these seeds. Yeah. Okay. That's the thing, the combat does just like degenerate into endless spam for a while. I'll probably have to stun him a bit. Yeah, check that artwork on the damage, like the damage sprite, when you get it knocked back. Maybe. And the backflip. Stylish finish. And I guess we're going to push straight on to the trial. So these were the last two in Gwendolyn's storyline were actually quite something, because they were literally like 2 mini bosses put together. And I got to the point of, like, what was it, just like building potions and doing nothing but like comboing 3 or 4 potions together. But they weren't so hard that I had to like run any of it again. I think there was maybe one where I got like hit so bad it took me out. Oh god, wow, there we go. That was what I was expecting. So I really need to get them both close together. I'm poisoned. On the bright side, probably they've got slightly less health. I'll do that. Then we'll switch over to the ice spirits. Overload. Damage output increase. And then take painkillers to reduce damage. Because the boss in this area is probably going to be easier than this, like way easier. What else do I have? Let's make some phosons. Do that, or I'm going to need to keep these 2 apart. Ice spirits are almost run out, but I've got toxin. And that's a volcano. Up to volcano. It's kind of weird that they've done like they're like, here's a Manticore mini-boss, and then almost in the same, like, not even like 3 or 4 rooms away, they're like, here's another one. You know what to do, right? Oh shit, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm a bit low in health. 750, 200. 200 is enough. Okay, I'm going to need to wait for that to regen. Let's just use this because this is going on for ages. What else do we have? Shine potions are really worth it. But literally, as soon as you get one down, the other one should fall easily. You're quite stingy with invincibility frames in this game, I think. Yep. The more skill. Hopefully this is a passive. Mind you, I didn't get the last passive for Gwendolyn, which is a bit annoying. So I'll need to go back, or I'll need to look at a guide and find out what that is. Sparkle. It's active. Or falling from the air. Let's see. That's probably, yeah, that's way too much. Spin attack. I don't use that, but dizzy throws, attack up, stun time up. Let's take that. There we go. And I'll save that because I've got 2 more levels. I'll get the power increase every time an enemy dies. Let's go get the chest. Combat. Yep. That's the experience ring for food. Double check there's nothing hiding in here. Alright, let's beat the first boss zone. Frogs. I assume everything is here to murder you in this game. Beautiful fairy tale kingdoms. And endless amounts of murder and suffering. Literally, it's just like a magical forest creature. Oh, poison frog. Though cancelling out moves is good. It gives it like, I initially thought that it's less like Devil May Cry game, that you can cancel out. The only thing you can't really do is like cleanly move into from move to A to E or something, I guess. Like there's very specific states where you can move into different moves. Like from there, I couldn't trip, jump. There you go. Right. This will either be a bit more lower or another. No, I thought we already had this one. This being Killer Cloud and Cruise being +2. Okay. So I always assumed that Killer Cloud was actually the higher level one. But now I'm looking at this, I think I might be wrong. Perhaps I should maybe read the flavor text for Killer Cloud next time, rather than just making one assuming it's the right thing. Perhaps the toxin is something I'm missing. Unless Killer Cloud is just a raw damage output, or a more like dot almost, that's area specific, and toxin is a poison effect which is on per character, per creature. At least the S ranks aren't too hard to rack up. But I don't think they really are going for the strict sort of mechanics. Pop cross bump, and group C. Let's almost finish this level. Oh, there's nothing here. Level 14. What items do I have? I probably can't make anything, so I may as well continue on. Just dump these into something. 100 phosons, 35. Send clouds. To be honest, I'm not using the up skill a lot. Lighting frequency up. 105. Move left and right. Okay. That seems to be one of the ones I'll use a lot. And the question is whether this enemy is Velvet or the Imposter. Let's see how far through this we are. Because I think this is about the same length as Gwendolyn's storyline. Which means there's like a hell of a lot in this game to do. Okay, so this now coincides with Gwendolyn's sister dying and her obtaining the crystal spear. Unless this is why Velvet is in the forest in the first place, when you go there. Because the cauldron... yeah. The cauldron's about here. Yes. So immediately afterwards, something happens and you probably talk to Velvet. and then you're not seen literally until Gwendolyn's damseled. Until partway through. So this will fill in the section between Gwendolyn being put to sleep and her waking up and mysteriously finding she has a husband. Let's go. Forest of Velvet.
あの時も彼女に会うために道を急いでいた。そして今の不幸にいたな。あれだ。ん？遅かったな。現れるのを待っていたぞ。何者だ。私が戻るのを知っていたとでも言うつもりか。私をこんな姿に変えたのもお前だな。何が狙いだ。やすやすと教えるわけない。私の剣は鋭い。口を開かせてみせるぞ。これでも俺を切れるのかい。
Wait, what?
王子の恋のお相手ベルベット姫だ。
You are being used.
どうした。恋しい姫がここにいるのに愛の歌でも歌ってみたらどうだ。それとも添い寝をご所望か。
Oh jeez. Harsh.
姫、これは一体。
色恋の熱に浮かされて
So you can see that
疑
exact
うこ
moment
と
that his
な
heart
みじん
broke.
も知らずか。目覚めれば真実は残酷なもんだ。
嘘だ。彼女はお前とは違う。
お前のようにぬくぬくと育った箱入りを見ると腹が立つ。この愛する者の手によって恋焦がれて盲目のうちに死ぬがいい。
黙れ。お前があの方であるはずがない。
I will cut you and stab you and figure out if you're actually who you say you are. She's more like me, using more attacks. Stunned. As long as I keep her down, she can't either heal or use a damage potion. So that takes an antidote. Create a low mist that damages and poisons. And let's just use it. And I get a healing potion and cyclone for that. She's also poisoned. So literally I need to keep up with her. I'd say at the moment the bosses are really quite tame. Compared to like the things that turn up later in Gwendolyn's storyline. Like, oh god, it's the skirt spider from the Queen of Death. But what the hell? There's eyes. Charge. I need to be facing the right way to use the cyclone effect. I'll need to watch out, otherwise I'm going to take way too much damage. Just 2 more potions, thank you. Hey, this is mine. It's like spot the player character. It's like, do you have the magical shiny diamond tipped weapon thing? And you're the main character. Don't get on fire. Oh.
恐るべき剣よ。お前は何者だ。姫ではあるまい。俺はイングベイ。 ベルベットの双子の兄弟だ。
What?
あの人の兄弟だと。
But Velvet's
見れ
meant
ば
to
その
be
面持ち確かによく似ている。
Odin's daughter.
どうして私を陥れたのか聞こう。
So is he also Odin's
死
son?
の国へまで落とした理由だ。
Is this then like
Kotaro.
the Loki
死
sort
の
of
国だっ
reference?
てそんなことは知らない。だがお前にプーカの呪いをかけたのは俺だ。お前なんぞに可愛い妹を渡してたまるか。もう元に戻る方法はないぜ。ベルベットは諦めろ。その姿では釣り合わない。貴様
But mind you, Velvet really
俺を
turns up
殺
in
すな
the
ら
previous
やってみろ
storyline.
よ。兄の血に濡れた手であいつを抱けるのならな。
リングベどこ？
ベルベットが
whoops.
来たぞ。ほらどうしたコルネリウス。
So, like it tries to. It looks like it tries to do that a bit. Like they talk about
Velvet.
like what is it?
嘘。
So
イ
you
ン
have
グ
like
ベイ
Glendlin the Valkyrie. The basically becomes the leader of the Valkyries, I guess you'd say. Odin the king. You have
リングベ
the lady for the
どうしたの？
queen of the
傷だらけだわ。
underworld, Odette. So it's like they've like taken like almost like bits of the Nibelung, bits of Norse
なんでもない。
mythology, and then
心配するな。
things like because if I
私に
remember correctly,
隠れて一
Odette's
体
from
何しているの？
Swan Lake. So it seems like a bit of a
怪しいわ、
mishmash of a few different small like
お前こそ俺に隠
mythologies
れてあんな
turned into a
男と仰
story.
せを重ね
Because
て
there's I think there's also like the
あんな
dragon
男では
turns
あ
up
り
and
ま
then the
せん。
fairies are there,
コル
and
ネリウス様はご
like
立
the
派な
kingdom
方で
is
す。
called
だが
Titania,
近
which
頃は会いに
is
も
the
来ないようじゃないか。
usually the name, well, Shakespeare's Romanized name for Queen
諦め
Mab
ろ。
in
そういう男だったのさ。
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
きっと何か理由があるのです。
Yeah, like I say, it's a little bit of a mishmash, but it does seem like it's going to generate like a half decent,
いくらあな
interesting
たでも
story.
勝手には持っていかないで。
やはりお前がそんなものを振り回すのは良くない。安穏と平和に暮らしていればいいんだ。
私たちに平和など役割もあるのです。
So unless this occurs after... No, wait. There we go. Ha. Okay, because, yeah, backstory on this is... Oh man, no, like, Odin's totally into, like, he missed leg day a lot, let's just say. Like, all the guys in this, they missed leg day. They're like 90% chest and 10% legs. Like, when they show you, like, the big Viking guys, you're like, how do you stand? Do you not, like, waddle in the most bizarre-ass way? Yeah, because Valentine is the place where the crucible, the cauldron is, and the cauldron is like the magical MacGuffin artifact, which looks technologically advanced. And there's the item for the stage. So the magical MacGuffin artifact is the cauldron. Streak slash. What? Slash with an instant step in. I don't understand what that means. And that's a third of the storyline completed. Back home. Yeah, see, like this dude. That's because I got something in my inventory.
なんだお前もゴブリンの類か。
牢獄、今の私には故郷にいようと。
魔王軍と妖精たちの戦争まだ続いてるようだね。
Odin's Kingdom and the
大勢死
Fairies.
んだら魔王の娘。私を心配。死神め。私の子。
So, this is the point. Where's the story? Like, yes. There you go. Yeah. Gwendolyn dies at this point. So, Gwendolyn dies and passes on the story. Sorry, not Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn's sister dies, passes on the spear to Gwendolyn, and then she goes back to her father and leads the assault. So about here... Yeah, about here is where Velvet will turn up and destroy the power of, or seal the power of the cauldron.
どうしたなケーキ
And of course it makes Odin mad. Odin gets so mad at all times. Oh, guess who's going into the mountains. Because they're handing me lots of ice stuff. Equipment screen. Swap that out. Do you have anything good?
王様のお家騒動を記念して
Recent domestic troubles mean a sale. Milk is good. Milk is used for these things. Egg is also required. Let's take those. And then that'll do. That means I've got enough to make a bunch of potions in the field. And I've also got enough to make a bunch of the slightly higher level recipes. Yes. So I'm assuming this will end slightly differently, because this started off in the Netherworld, where Gwendolyn's story ended. So I assume this will maybe end in Nebulopolis, or on the storming battlefields. So this is the storming battlefields are obviously where one of the kingdoms were that has been destroyed, and hence why the Velvet and her brother are the two lost royalty of Valentine. Yeah. Like, I was joking earlier, it's like they've ripped the Nibelung to shreds, and I'm waiting for Siegfried to turn up with his spear. Because already, like, Gwendolyn's ultimate skill is Gungnir. And, you know, her daddy's Odin. Mysterious court vizier guy.
宮廷魔術師のウルズールでございます。私めは魔法使い。恩義に降りかかった魔法がどんなものか存じております。
魔法。そんなものは、それを操る者ごと火あぶりになるがいい。
That's getting shut in stocks for that.
あなた様をお救い申し上げたいが、私めでは力不足。王は私の言葉に耳も貸され
Even
ま
like
せ
the
ん。
shading on like the stars
何
of
の用向きだ。
his coat.
糸まごいなら王にいたせ。
そのようにトゲト
Extremely
ゲし
weird,
くお
exaggerated
答えにな
hands.
らずとも、一つ妙案が浮かびましたゆえ、お伝えせねばと参ったのです。
Suspicious plan. Good plan.
王子、雪山の頂に住むというハインデルをご存知か。
ハインデル。その名は聞いたことがある。英知に富み、千里を見通す
I
と
haven't
いう
seen
ドラ
anything
ゴン。
like that yet.
知らぬことのないあの老快な竜ならば、
I'm trying to
呪
think.
詛にも広く通じ
Because
てお
all
り
you've
ま
seen
し
of
ょう。
Odin is really him stomping
けれ
around
ど
and being mad.
竜に問うのは命
Like he
がけ。
basically just rages a lot.
完全に立つだ
And
け
then
で
like
も
damsels his
恐ろ
daughter
しい。
immediately.
忘れてくだされ。やはりお
I
伝
haven't
え
seen
す
anything
る
yet,
ので
but
はなかった。
I didn't know number 9 was a thing.
いや、有効。
Um,
わずかな希望でもないよりはまし。最悪でも、どうせ死んだも同然のこの命が終わるだけだ。
it's like literally a lot of these characters just need to hug. It's like, it'll be okay. So, onwards ever, onwards into the ice. Now we need to get to see the snow trolls. Basically, I'm going to have to murder Hindle, most likely. But there should be... Complete the area. That's going to be easy to find. That is going to be hidden. And it's a passive skill. So we get 2 passive skills for completing this area. 40. Let's just hang on to those for now. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for that. I wonder if that's then the... Mind you, that's probably more... Because like in Oblivion and Skyrim they do that, where it's the Daedra, the 9, it's always by the 9. But I'm assuming that's like coincidence more than anything. That they just so happen to have 9 prime deities. Oh, I'm in backspace. Yeah, I think I need to break some of this down. Let's take the muggles. Let's say they have some weird ass like things about how you create stuff. Like, to put a belt into a material potion, it's now a painkiller potion. Okay. Put fruit into a potion thing, and it's now a higher level potion. Like, I'll take your word for this. I may as well get rid of these. Because that was the thing I did last time, was I, like, hoarded a load of gear, and at the end of it I just used like 2 or 3 things because I basically wanted to min-max how much power I was retaining, and also at the same time how much damage I was doing. Which made it kind of redundant to give me all this gear. Oh, that was what I wanted. And they all have... That's a spicy habanero. I also like how they give you achievement for getting like beat on by those things 5 times. Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect for melting ice walls. Okay. Oh, that's a hint. Hence why they give me 2 Hanaberos. What is it? Yeah. Hanaberisto. If you want to say. As I bastardize a pronunciation. There you go. Not sure if I want that to become a thing. Just murdering the indigenous wildlife. Okay. What's this chest up there? Okay, let's head up first. Oops. Guess I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Oh crap, I missed that. That was a falling point. I was meant to fall through. Oh well, I'll need to come back to that later. Yeah, I think the same thing with Gwendolyn. These were like the first mobs that you started to really struggle with, because they just had so much more health. So it was a bit harder to keep up your like thingy gauge, your bonus gauge, your rating. Because suddenly they took so much more damage to kill all these mobs. There we go. And we're done. So I get scroll, material, and turnip. And of course I've already been mixing ice spirits for a long time. Ah, no, backspace again. I'm just gonna need to eat this stuff. Or, like, condense down all my potion materials. Shame, I won't be able to make eggs on toast. Oops, that wasn't what it dropped. Because literally, you can take... How did I get so many of these? You can just take them. Which means I'll take a few off that. Okay, we'll put 1 extra in. What's that do? It turns into a juggler, which I probably don't want to do. Yeah, maybe like buying those eggs was a little bit of oversight. Oh, there's the crystal. I didn't know that you could do that. And I just completely missed where I was going there, because I was distracted by that move. I'm trying to think what else has turned up. It's Oswald, but I don't think Oswald has any relation to Norse mythology. I do feel like the elementals are quite cool. The way they're like put together is neat. I'll say one thing, it's like most games are looking at 15 hours. This thing looks like it's going to way take like 25 to 30 minimum. With the amount of story content there has and how the size of the levels increase. Like, the last level was just ridiculously huge. And I think that's a passive, so we may as well dump stuff into that. Nope, active. Edge of the screen into reverse attack. That's 7. The other thing is, I think Gwendolyn ended up at the end like 5 or 6 levels off the cap. Let's just upgrade one of my other skills that I'm using right now. 50. Alright. There we go. That's 100. Like, I'm wondering if there's any point in the game where they actually going to force you to like try and keep up the. Oh, I can go back and try and strip them around as much as possible. Ah. Chest. They do seem to keep handing me a lot of items. Oh, and the special currency for the puka food is like... That doesn't look like it's character specific. Which literally means as soon as they open it up, I'm going to walk in there and spend probably like 10 minutes just like guzzling weird food. Here's the... This is one of the ones I actually had trouble with, Gwendolyn. Because like he does, if you throw an elemental skill at him, he throws it like back to you. Halves ice damage. Just pop a healing tonic. And then spin to win. The game is fairly forgiving for what it considers a chain to be. That's the only thing, is it, especially with bosses like these where there isn't many ads, they do just turn into like a single like, how bored can I get during this one fight? It's really easy to avoid his attacks, but he's just like so much HP. Oh, this is the bit where it gets... No? There was one where it's, it started healing itself, and basically if you get hit by the healing globules, you got healed instead. Or it could be there's like a skill that I should be using here, and I'm just not. It's easier for me to spam my way through this entire fight than it is to actually do something intelligent. It's not important enough to tell me about, so it's obviously just a bit of equipment. Right, let's go back to that rest area. Yes, one bell. 16. 9 9's 18. Let's get the grape. Get those grapes. Cool. And the food dude is finally unfurled his stuff. And I should be able to do something like...
込めた真心隠し味モーリーの出張コルン山はいつも寒いですさあご注文
cheese omelette, churro, pancakes. 1050 plus 750. Oh, cheese omelette it is. Then I'll buy some eggs off the guy, perhaps.
かしこまりました
So hit the Puka village, devour more food.
以上
3 pancakes it is. And then with any luck I should be able to buy eggs off the vendor. There we go. What am I supposed to be able to make? Oh yeah, wait until they have, like,
ありがとうございます
we've got to the point where they start giving me the lamb tree seeds, because sheep apparently don't exist in this world. And to get sheep, you plant a tree? There we go. French onion soup. Eggs. So that gives me the end of the pancake. So I get the map for the area. Ooh, what's that trophy? Give me a second. Unless it's captured so many area maps. Oh, it's 50 texts. So each storyline has 3 achievements, and then there's achievements for milestones. There we go. French onion soup. But I'm sitting there going, but France doesn't exist as a country in this world. This is some sort of like magical fairyland. Anyway, I'm just gonna blank that out.
おうさあ
What's the French onion soup? 2,000 plus 1,400. But I'm here for pancakes. I'll just skip this. There we go.
他にご注文はございますか
So I need to get... Oh, I can actually do chicken. Potter through... Oh, mind you, it doesn't have a lot of experience anymore, which means it's just not worth it. It's fine. Well,
ありがとうございます
well, you can only get that chest from the start. Ah, so there's a trial with a HP boost. A new bag. Well, that's going to be the trial. It's going to be fun. It's just going to be me like hacking away for ages. I don't have many attack potions. Reduce the cost of PP skills to 0. That is nice. So that's a troll tooth and an material. Let's do that. It's a whirlwind for maximum DPS output. Display parameters. Yeah, I'm really happy they removed the ring isn't the only way to look at this. Because it's really quite confusing to look at this. I'd rather have the full UI. So it's time to battle for a grape seed. But I don't ever feel like, apart from like the last boss, there wasn't any ever time I felt like I was going to struggle with anything. Everything felt like it was way within my grasp. Which in a way is kind of nice, because it's nice not to always be endlessly pushed to the limit. Because when you get like that, there's no rest for you, there's no time to relax. For even a short amount of time. Oh, gotcha. More boxes. Okay, so we're going for the crazy hard, high HP increase item that also requires a blaze to get to. Level 1, that was it. Yes. Oh, it's two of these guys. The bugbears. So screw it, I'm going to mix this up a bit. Thundercloud, because it looks like I'm going to need a lot more DPS. To reverse attack, high speed down drill. Let's do that, let's put that there. Let's put the Rolling Blade into Arc Wheel. That was way less effective than I thought it would be. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the clouds coming back. And these are a bit harder. Yeah, let's just pop this. Awesome. Use that. See, now because I've like thrown a poison ball, it's now like poison enchanted or something. Which makes these actually fairly hard bosses to kill, so I might need to redo this. Take a turn. Oh, missed. Let's take this guy down first. And also it requires like a fair bit of target prioritization if you don't have them both together. And it's that thing, and this was meant to be like an incredibly hard mob to kill. Mind you, to be honest, it's probably taking a lot of the stuff I'd use on the boss away. So the boss will probably be a bit more arduous or longer to fight. I think that's the only shame I've found with this is the items basically just speed up the fight, and you want to like buy as many as possible to always speed the fight up. There you go. And I should now get the Uber Fruit. So what is it? This is the second one that's turned up for him. HP plus 50. Let's just eat it. It's one of these things, I do think about saving this stuff, but it's just not worth it. Like, it's a long time for your character, it's 2000 HP for one. And also... what's that effect? There you go. Oh, maybe. Ah. I think the only annoying thing about the Mandragoras is how they fight back. But there is an achievement for being hit by them several times. Mermaid trolls. The other thing is, because these guys are small, they're hard to hit. So this might be something where I take a break between that's a new item. Between some of the storylines. Let's figure out elemental. The only thing about these elementals is they do just vanish once you hit them. Like, you just need to touch them to remove them. As long as you keep that rank up, you should be fine to get S ranked. No more grape seeds. 14. Okay, we'll mature those two. And then spend the rest of the full zones on something else. So I should be able to level up something decently. There we go. 13. Ooh! Get the skill that I'm looking for. Basically means ads and bosses are useful. So that's 2 through? No, 2. 3. Parry attack, decrease attack, damage from ground, damage belt backstab, less likely to get status effects. Maybe gourmet through into charm. Yep, spend the phasons. Let's do that. Attack plus 3, PP plus 1. The other thing that's interesting is you don't need to max them all out to finish the storyline, which makes it way less grindy. Some grapes. Oh, this is meant to be hard. Oh yeah. Ginormous snow beast thing. You can actually walk on. Spot the weak spot. Yeah, the hardest one about this mob is just that you can only hit him at certain points in his face. The ads for me. Oops, that's probably better right now. Because that, what do I do? Oh yeah, it's that's equipped. Joe's horn. That sounded way worse than I thought it would. Let's eat some. Max HP. Ooh, actually, that's quite nice. Yeah, this far sprints. Not look good. Fire sprints. And then let's make some potions. It's 200. It's a bit of a waste. Here's this meant to be the easier of the two fights. I still have another health bar to go. Spot this really hard. This whirlwind should actually do to damage him at this point. If he walks into it, which he does. Oh my god, what the hell? Ah, damn, I lost my S rank on this. Gear's not good enough, or my skill set is not good for this. There you go. Get some cheese. Nice and recipe for cheese. Cheesecake. Yeah. Cheese and egg. Pastry with cheese. Both things. So I guess it's time to go make some cheesecake. Is that 16? I could do that. Like that. Because I also have the jam or whatever it is. Ooh, a Valkyrie.
あなたがブリガン将軍に勝ったプーカ殿ではありませんか。
横断王の兵がなぜここに。
この辺りも 我らが定期的に偵察しているのです。
Oh, mascarpone. I
プ
was
ーカ
like,
殿こそどうしてこの山
the
に
PS4 chat system does like weird ass stuff for the sidebar, so it, like it doesn't detect when a word is, and it just goes, here's a bunch of text. I was like, the mascarpone, what?
ちょっとね
They have cheese. 2 cheese, 2 eggs. That's all the cheesecake I can stomach. That's all the cheesecake. It's worth it for me. That's good. I have that milk for some reason. I can't remember what it was. Mascarpone, the sexiest of all the cheeses. I'm just sitting there going, this is... I'm not sure what to say. Wait. Stupid sexy cheese. You do know somebody's gonna have anthropomorphized cheese drawings now. It's like, how else do you think camembert is so good? I think that's how you say it.
店はなくとも青空シェフモーリーのコルン山はいつも寒いですね。新しいレシピをお持ちです。
Huh.
さあ
I wish I could just like bulk eat this stuff. And go, I want cheesecake and I want it 3 times. Oh, I'm short an
は
egg.
い。他にご注文。かしこまります。
Right.
以上でよろしまたのご用
That was like that thing, like the most recent advert for like Baby Bells, where it's like a superhero that like peels out of its wax. And I was like, yeah. I don't know what to say. It's like strong cheese. I was like, okay, fair enough.
まさあ
What's better, cheese omelet or cheesecake? Yeah, it's like one of these things where it's like, for once in a while I'm gonna sit and watch some TV. And then I'm just like, what am I watching? What is this advert about? Yogurt cheesecake. Cheese, yogurt, and egg.
以上でよろしいです。
Yeah, I don't have cacao yet. I don't think I've got... maybe I can grow some apples. Yeah, I also like the weird-ass names for these things. It's like, do you have some apples? I'm like, what? No, I don't have the apple seeds yet. Got the mulberry series for the... Is it mulberry... thingy? Oops,
店はなくとも青空シェフまたさあ
Yogurt fruit. It's fine.
ありがとうございます。
See you again, traveling restaurateur. Cheese. Right, there's actually a secret here, wasn't there? I've been like just going along without thinking. Near the end point of the capital of Valentine. Near the end point where the snowmen stare. Where the snowmen stare? So I assume one of these points? Ooh, Mandragora. Right. Which means I have cheese. Oh, I can make some yogurt. And I can buy some eggs. I can make 2 sets of yogurt. I don't have enough cheese though. This is cheese. I'm trying to think what other advert there was sitting there and like, this is advert, it's weird. 90 gold. Yeah, I guess you have that. I'm sure there was like another advert that I was sitting watching like last week and I was like, what the hell? What's this about? Why is this like so weird? I can't remember what it was. See that, or it's like one of the car adverts or something. And it literally has nothing to do with the car. I just read like the mascarpone that takes the cheese again, and my mind was immediately like, I could go there. But I kind of don't want to. Mind you, I did put my stream and say it was rated 18 or for mature audiences. I think that was the click-through you get. Maybe something like crude, like about how the mascarpone is such a soft cheese or something. This is like one of these moments at work when I'm like, I'm just gonna say this. It's like, I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm just gonna do it. Ah, right. Onwards. Maybe it's in... Okay. Oh no, how lewd. Yeah. I put that on because I'll just like spontaneously swear, and I'm like, I can't guarantee that I just won't swear during my stream. Especially at something like Bloodborne, where I've just been like whacked with the Orphan of Kos in the face another 5 times in a row. I just can't guarantee this. It's like that thing where what was it? Tumblr allowed you to tag your blog as adult. This is quite interesting because a few people were talking and saying that if your blog is not tagged as adult and starts carrying pornography or something similar, they can occasionally just come over and just wipe it out because of that, which is quite interesting because it was like, it's not like they'll just be like, yeah, adult content, so we'll put it in this like section. And unless it's how, because it's primarily a reblogging system, you could someone could reblog something for not safe for blogging to a normal one. So I guess that kind of covers them in that situation. Friendship, freedom, West and South continent, superior magic technology, hence why the crucible is from Valentine. Crystallizing raw food and dense magic source in their crystallization cauldron, which basically looks like a giant magical MacGuffin. N came Ragnarval, the country with whom Valentine was at war. Oh, Bloodborne is totally worth it. I think it's the only like sort of Soulsborne game that I've actually completed, because it was just like, it was way more accessible. Like I think my cousin wasn't too keen on it because I was telling him it's big on the rush, because you've got the oh yeah, which is really good. I played it all on PC. Let's say you may as well just get like the Game of the Year edition, because the expansions are freaking huge. I think like the base game took me like 60 hours, and then the base game was like 60 hours, and then like Blood and Wine was 20 hours. Oh, missed the bag. Yeah, Blood and Wine was something like 20 hours, and then not Blood and Wine, sorry. Hearthstone was like 20 hours, and then Blood and Wine was like 30 hours. It was literally like an entire... Sorry. It was literally like an entire other game with its own set of side quests, and like the map is like, it's maybe as big as like Vale in the first area or something. It's nuts. But yeah, I did enjoy a lot of Bloodborne. I streamed it all, and it was like literally there was points where I was getting like, I hadn't eaten for like an hour, like 5 hours or something, and I was like almost hypoglycemic and struggling to like dodge at the right time. Because yeah, I think my cousin said that Odin Sphere looked a bit interesting, and I was like, unfortunately it's only PS4, and he's like, that is a problem. But yeah, so I enjoyed The Witcher a lot. It was a little bit uncomfortable to play at work, but we got through it. There is like a small problem because Bloodborne is somewhere in between Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 in terms of like mechanics. So like some of the things that you do in like Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, the movement's like slightly different. Oh, with the snowman. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sorry. Like some of the mechanics are slightly different in how they move. Hello. Especially to do with, what is it? I think it's things like dodging timings and stuff like that. Because a few people went from Bloodborne to Dark Souls and suddenly found out they were struggling to do like dodge things because the timing was slightly different. Oh, I had them? Let me see it. No, his editing fails. Magical skill. Oh, this is a passive. That's what I want. Oh, actually, tell you what. Yeah, I had the same problem with Bloodborne. So, I'll lower the actual sound, and the mix will be a bit better. Because I do the same thing when I play competitive Overwatch. So I'll quickly just level up and then I'll go make those adjustments to the volumes. Because yeah, I found that listening to some of the original Bloodborne videos, when you get into the hit noises like completely drown out what I'm talking about. So it looks like I'll need to do that for almost all the games that I stream. Parrying. Food game. Because I have the volume actually turned down on my headset, because it does get like crazy loud at some points, which means I need to turn that back up. But that's fine, I'll fix that in a minute. Where are you? Just get the level up bonus. So I'll turn that up. Right, that's updated, so let me know how it goes in the next fight and I'll tweak it a bit more up or down. So yeah, what was it? Talking about the differences between Dark Souls 2, 1 and Bloodborne. Ooh, creps. So like, Bloodborne's all about the rush. So what you really want to do is always rush your opponent. Because if you take damage... give me a sec, just tweak that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, if you always rush, even if you take damage, you can gain it back in the sort of bloodlust part. Well, I think, what do they call it again? It's got a specific name, where it's like, your health bar is not, your health is not permanently removed as long as you can hit the enemy enough times to make it up within like a small time window. Yeah, let's just go for the boss. 24. 24 zones. That should be enough. Whereas like Dark Souls 1 and 2 are very much, you really reliant on the Estus Flask. pretty much like it's the be all and end all for you. Is you must. Oops, wrong one. The other thing is Dark Souls 1's like really, it's quite obtuse with how it tells like how you actually upgrade your Estus Flask. You need to figure that out by taking like the first Firekeeper soul from the church area, and then if you read the flavor text on it, the flavor text says, by the way, this can be used to upgrade your flask, and then you need to go to like a specific character in one of the hub areas, but there's no indication of like that she can upgrade the Estus Flask for you. So you can actually just use the Firekeeper soul and deny yourself a flask upgrade. So there's like a couple of weird things like that, where Bloodborne stops that happening, but there's less like upgrade mechanics, and it's like everything is pushed towards either doing arcane damage only, or like sort of magic damage, or physical damage. But I do like the whole aesthetic of it, stylization, and the whole crazy like sort of pseudo-British people shouting their cursed beast laws is quite good. So, let me know after this fight if my voice is still too hard to hear, and I'll tweak the audio settings more. Right.
我が友人は賢くも愚かだった。忠告を聞かず人間に関わった挙句無残な返礼を受けた。幾千の剣でもってして竜輪は砕ける。
But I have my magic shiny sword.
だがドワーフどもが作り上げたそのおぞましい魔石の刃は別だ。ハインデルの胸を突き破り、神にも等しい我らに死という屈辱を与えた。
この剣は冥界で渡されたものだ。ハインデルの死など私は知らない。ここへは呪われた好みの行くべき道を乞うために来たのだ。
黙れ竜の敵。どこまで我らに害を出す。ベリアルの魂を奪い我らの卵を盗み、挙句にハインデルを殺した。今その呪わしい剣にまみえて一度で血は逆流し火も触れんばかりよ。
待ってくれ。私には何一つ覚えがない。
言い訳は聞かぬ。命乞いも無用だ。今、お前をほぐる者の名を教えよう。
Yeah, so each character has their special diamond weapon. So Gwendolyn has her diamond tipped spear. Cornelius has his diamond sword. Velvet has her small diamond tipped sort of like what's the word? One of the characters in Freezing uses something similar to it. And then like Oswald has his own. Yeah. Literally, like, spot the main character just based on, like, if they're carrying something shiny in red or blue. Movesets, I guess? They all absorb phosons because you need that for the magical thing. Oh yeah, the sphere. Yeah, that's it. The Psy Crystal. I keep getting those mixed up. So every time it comes up with like phosons, I'm like, phasons? That's Metal Gear. Metroid Prime 3. Yeah, this. It's just like the way that like Gwendolyn reports the death of her like sister, and her dad's just like whatever. Like 90% of Gwendolyn's storyline is just her being like, that, you know, my father would speak to me, my father doesn't love me. Oh yeah, that's true actually. Gwendolyn's ice. I assume Velvet is fire. And Oswald is darkness or something? Right. Oh, I didn't know I had my filter on. Okay. Right, can we talk about our feelings and hug it out? It's like the Kill la Kill comic where like Satsuki and Ruko are like shouting at each other, and at the end they're just like they hug each other and it's like it's all over. See, I wondered if like the items or the experience or the phasons or the coins would be like shared between characters, but it looks like they're completely separate. That's one thing I don't actually know about, so like... like, what sort of things were different? Because I wondered if they'd like modernised all of the components, and then you've got like this HD remaster with all the new sprites, and then you've got the old version with all the old artwork. Because you quite clearly see the difference in screen resolution and art size. But then again, you're talking about like a PlayStation 2 to PlayStation... Actually, it's on PS3, isn't it? But the PS4 had something crazy like 2 megs of texture memory. Whereas like the PS4 has like an 8 gig shared UMA memory.
元の姿に戻る方法があるのか。一体どうすれば。そこまでは預かり知らぬ。眼下を見るがいい。荒野はかつてのバレンタイン国首都だった。だが今は妖精どもの領土。魔王と取り合いを続ける争い絶えぬ地だ。この下にプーカの住む場所がある。あとは当人らに尋ねてみるがいい。
Oh, so literally did they just scale up?
名もなきプーカよ。私の名はコルネリウス。感謝する、ワーグナー。勘違いをするな。我が復讐は続く。その狂人を振るう者はいずれも許さぬ。次にまみえる時は舐めてはかからぬぞ。お前も油断せぬことだ。
Yeah, I did wonder about that because, let's say, the length of the game is different, and the way that I think the systems have been modernized, but they're not quite the same. I guess they're not quite as something where everything's smooth and everything is like really obvious. Like bits of the UI are just a little bit weird. It was like the same thing when I played Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
君、待ってくれ。
あら、見ない顔ね。
Ah, okay.
ダメよ、こんなところをうろついてちゃ。
私はタイタニアのコルネリウス。
I did think that they'd like you get partway through Gwendolyn's storyline, and then immediately they turn around. As soon as you met Velvet, they then say Velvet's book now appears, and then you try and interweave it so that you could jump between storylines.
この呪いを解く方法をあなた方は知っていると聞いたのだ。
どこでそれを？私たちの秘密なのに。でもあなたもプーカだし、協力するなら教えてもいいのかしら。
人の道に戻らぬ限り何だってしよう。
誰にも喋ってはダメ。秘密を守れる？
天とこの命に固く誓う。
いいわ、教えてあげる。どんな魔法もプーカを人間に戻せない。ただ一つの魔法を除いては。それがバレンタインで作られた魔法のコイン。
Some bling.
世界にあるすべてのコインを集めれば、どんな願いも一つだけ叶えられるの。願いはもちろん、
I'll lower the volume a bit more.
呪いを解くこと。
作られたコイン
I also adjusted my mic slightly, so I'll move it closer to my mouth.
どのくらいの数なんだ。
It's trying not to get moments where I like sniff or breathe or cough straight into the mic.
一つの国全部の効果を集めるのは並大抵じゃないのよ。
I'll maybe take it down closer to 50% in volumes.
in
the volume.
もうすぐこの辺りも戦場になるわ。妖精たちに挑む魔王の軍隊がやってくる。来て、私たちの秘密の町はこっちにあるの。
That's convenient. in the middle of the battleground. There we go. And that's passive, of course. Get that phlegm. It's like one of those jokes I make occasionally around here is like, if you want like space in the train queue, you just make the phlegmiest cough possible and everyone like backs off a couple of meters. Well, maybe not a couple of meters, but you get what I mean. You see people physically step back. I've done that a couple of times and been like, aha! Right, let's lower the volume a little bit more. No, wrong button. Take it just below 50. Or even if there's a way, see if there's a way to actually check, to change the audio mixes. Give me a second. I'm gonna probably jump in and out for a second. No, it doesn't have anything telling you how to... Oh, there's more people here now. Right. Oh, they're underneath. So I guess it's time to expand food. Which is the silver, the gold. Oh. So like we obviously support the Puka village by buying food from them. Let's see. 636. Orange. So they must have spent so much time just like doing the sprites for the food. The part of my mind is trying to work through how they do the ordering. Let's go spend my last 2 gold coins in the other place. Because there's also a thing with sprite games. It's like, do you actually use a 3D system and then overlay 2D on top? And then in which case you run into problems where sprites, how do you define sprites in the same plane and also make sure they don't clip through each other or cause Z-fighting? Seafood salad it is. It's not worth fully using. Yeah, I am enjoying what I'm playing. Let's say the artwork's awesome. Music's quite good. Oh. Shopping dude. Some chicken is good. Cheese. There we go. It does feel like I'm not sure how well I'm gonna take it going into like the 3rd or the 4th storyline. Because at the moment it's alright. I don't mind as much. But if all the storylines are like the same sort of length of like, what was it? How long did it take me to do Gwendolyn's? Like 4 hours or 5 hours almost? It's like if everyone's 5 hours, I'm going to be sitting there at like the 4th or the 5th storyline being like, this is kind of outstayed its welcome a little bit. So, how's the volume now? Or me? Right, I'll probably stream for about another hour or so. Because by that time I'll be like super tired.
それより今まさにこの辺りで結晶炉を奪い合い、魔王軍と妖精軍は戦っている。姫はどうして危険なこの時になって行かれるの
It
か。
does seem really weird in the game where
亡くなったはずのバレンタイン王が
you
現
get
世に戻
like
られたからです。
everything's melee or
今の結晶炉は
Oh,
動いて
okay.
いても
yeah,
眠ってい
she
る
does
よ
seem
う
like
な
an
の
issue because she has like a ranged
でも
weapon, whereas everyone
あ
else
の
is
方
melee.
はあの最悪の時のように炉を操ることができる。
Because it's just gonna take so much extra time to like wind up shots, and then such a reload speed on that crossbow thing. Because yeah, I forgot her crossbow has like one of those crystals set in it.
なんという王だ。
結晶炉でバレンタインは滅びました。
Mhm.
その悪夢がもう一度現実となるかもしれない。
Ah.
王をお止めできるのはおそばにおられたベルベット様だけなのです。
Yeah. Because like with Gwendolyn and Cornelius, I can get straight in there and I can hit multiple mobs in like one like power attack. Whereas Mercedes, it'll take a lot of time just to like push through one until you get something like penetrating bolts, and then it just goes all through all.
ベルベット。会えたとしても、この姿では私だとはわからない。
I'm expecting Love Conquers All ending in this.
たとえ名乗れずとも。
Sorry. Yeah. That's the one thing I found, is I felt overwhelmed with all the techniques that use PP. Valkyries. Because literally you couldn't get away with using more than one skill that uses PP in your hotbar, otherwise you just run out of it so fast. But then again, I could have missed the tutorial that said here's how you regain it effectively. There you go. Oh, well, I guess we're going south. Mind you, I can also see the fairy casters being a bit of a problem. Mind you, depends how often you need to kill the fairy, like the caster types. Yeah, I did some. It was one of these things where I got really good at Devil May Cry and like Bayonetta, but it took me so long to get good at them. As soon as you start to hit the really hard difficulty levels, I was struggling horribly. Like my first playthrough of Bayonetta, like I got bronze statues in absolutely every single in like every single level because it was like way hard. Yeah, extra challenge, I guess. What's this? 290 crates from a high speed spin. I will take that. Yeah. That's good. That was also the same thing, because I played a bit of Senran Kagura on the 3DS, and that was like one of the things that made it like, they force you to, because okay. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, in Senran Kagura they force you to constantly juggle enemies, because it's the only way to break some blocks. So you're always told like immediately go into juggle as fast as you can. So you start like min-maxing how many enemies you can get into the air at one time. Yep. But I guess for that I need like the launch attack. Like Go in with a fair decent launch attack, so you can do stuff like that. Let's get this guy. That may explain why I can also take out way more enemies at one time, as long as they're there. Not going that way. Oh, yes. I totally missed that. This is one of the mobs that kind of annoys me a bit, because it's a bit weird in how it decides you're doing damage to it. Let's take a bunch of these guys. Level up. Yeah, like I'm saying, it's one of these things where there might be a more effective way for me to do this, but I've found something that just allows me to spam without thinking. Let's see, what we got? Tornado creature on the high speeds. I also assume like you get the really good players where they'll do something like there we go. This is why this was a higher level. Damn, I thought it was too busy looting. Let's see what's going on. So the sprite arc and just like this airship and how it interacts is really awesome. I need to get to that. I need more aerial attacks to get into the air faster. That's actually some damage. This also follows through with like that's probably because the PSN game set up was Stories Path of Destiny. So I played through all of that, and that was very much the same sort of thing where it was like they wanted you to do a lot more with the combat than you really needed to like complete the game. Let's try doing something. My shine potion. There we go. It's really awesome how this, like, how the airship actually breaks down. Right, what have we got? Become heavy and hard to be knocked away. I don't care about that. And there's a key. And some lobster. Right. Okay, so that'll create a circle. And then you'll go back to unlock that door and continue onwards. Level design doesn't have too much backtracking, which is good. I said to a friend of mine, her family made like a gingerbread house, and literally, like, they handed their son like an actual hammer today, and were like, break up the house, destroy it, raze it to the ground. So like, I had a photo of her son just sitting there with this like hammer in his hand. Taking an entire wall. Oh man, did I send you a photo of the black bun cake that I ordered from work? These mysterious things. What happened to the cake at night? Could be worse. Mind you, somebody did make like a the Rice Krispie house at work, where they like got like something crazy like 1.5 kilogram of like Rice Krispies, like tons of toffee, and they just like slung it all together and then crafted into like an actual house. And we were carving like bits of it off all week, and it really was like a like a monumental task to get it all eaten. And 19 phosons. 1920, that gives you 30. I might actually do that then. Come on, Napple. We'll go around and get the shrimp, and then push through. There we go. Oh, and you get 2 Napples per tree. Yep. So is this the point where... Yep. Okay. So when this is completed, we'll see the end of the cauldron, and then Velvet being pursued. Yeah, I've literally over the last like week I've done nothing but just like eat and drink. Like, I think the flatmate between like me and my mother managed to like pull down like 30 units of booze between us in like 6 days. At that moment I feel like I need to dry out just a little bit. Yeah, that. Fish. I'll get some shrimp soon. Okay, let's buy these for now. I'll continue onwards. So with any luck I will have dried out by next week. Ooh. Special HP. Oh jeez. So this is weird. Yeah, we're getting bags away faster. That's the 3rd. That seems a bit useless. mother chicken. Oh yeah.
はい、お任せあれ。以上でよろしいですか？
I'll just keep them the chicken.
はい、お任せあれ。お待たせいたしました。
Cool.
以上でよろしいですか？
So if the guy has milk, we'll make a load of apple sorbet. So I should have at least 2 of each.
ありがとうございます。
2 apples. 2 bananas. Yep. It's like one of the things where it's like a modern game would show me like inventory status. So I'd get a full screen where it's like, here's iodines and milk. Oh well, no worries. So I'd get like a full screen where it says like, here's what you have in your inventory, here's what you have in the box. Or it might just actually allow me to use the box directly. Let's try and get more juggles. Let's group them up. That's true. Alright. Yeah, I might just run through this. Because I'm fairly tired. Out of them slots. Let's get rid of those mulberries and apples. And make some potions. Just dump tons of these into the boss. So I'm just like, dump them more than anything. Conjures a cloud. Oh, okay, so Toxin does a low level. Cloud is like a larger AoE effect. I guess there's some space. Magical butterfly. Embrace chaos. the fairy casters, which reflect being killed. Or commanded to. Basically take them out as fast as possible. Lucky mates. So up is to the stuff that's not really required, so we'll do that first. That's interesting. Right. I'll probably just min-max this and dump potions into the boss. Okay, so I need to take these guys out as fast as possible. Right, let us begin. There we go. I'll do it with ice. There we go, spirits. I do like the ads, it makes life so much easier. Start another round of potions. Volcano? Or Toxic? I'd like to say zero timer for the boss, but I'm getting that feeling of like it's back to the good old saving it for a rainy day, and the rainy day will never ever come. Okay. Bit of a waste. There we go. And we're done. So a magical MacGuffin. way more sort of like special fruit in this. Special fruit. Right, let's go back the other way. After picking up a bunch of items. Ooh. Okay. Pick up that treasure chest and then do the bottom cycle. Oh, heavy boots. I think I might get rid of those. Ah, okay. That's interesting. There's actually a reason for this. Getting fatigued picking up so many items and managing my inventory. More stuff. 202, let's grow some fruit. 60. No, I didn't use this for anything. Let's do that. And then that means whenever I get round to it I can make whatever magical apple dessert. To upload this. Oh crap, it gives me like 6. Oops. Maybe more apples than I wanted. Come on. Right. Let's go around this way. Delicious purple tree strawberries. Star tree strawberries, sorry. Yeah. So they're, how exactly magic creates magic can do the magical thing, whatever the hell it wants. It's not bound by storyline. It's bound by whatever the hell it wants. Ah! Come back here. There you go. Oh yeah, I see what he's doing. Way more damage that way. Basically like doubles my damage. If I can get him into the air. So there was like I think it was a retweet maybe by like William Gibson or something. Who was it? They were talking about like like you've got to accept at one point in your universe there's going to be something that you're just gonna have to hand wave away, because otherwise you'll get so bogged down in the details that it will completely destroy you. It's like your story will just become like consumed with describing this one magical artifact or bit of technology. What was it? What joke was it? And it's like you're talking about it, and they're like, "Why is it that way?" And they're just like, "A wizard did it." And like, "But why is it that a wizard did it?" You gonna keep asking? A wizard did it. Oh, that was the joke in... Oh, crap. Did not notice that happening. It was that turning up in The Simpsons. With the Xena, Xena, like, panel. Where it's like... their answer to everything is just like, we just don't want to explain this, really. So I shouldn't... It's like, we shouldn't need to explain this to you. Let's throw some potions around. I'm kind of wanting to finish this level. I'm getting tired, so I'm not speaking as much. Oh yeah, that's like the final joke at the end, isn't it? I remember that. I don't know if you bother buying those boots. Just bones in my box. Yeah. It's like now preserved for all eternity. It's part of a collection. Getting like bizarre images of the talking about like if you have like a pewter tankard or something, you should just use it. It's all nice, it's pretty, it sits there, but you don't really get use out of it. 30 phosons. We'll just make an apple tree. More magical apples. So you may as well use it so it, even if it does get dented or something, it's still nice, it's still a decorative piece of jewelry. Oh, not quite jewelry, but you get what I mean. I just mainline all the naffles. It's actually something I didn't do when I was back home and sit and watch The Simpsons at all. Milk. Lots of milk. So I can do 3. Well, actually I need to do 2. 2 things of milk. 2. I'll buy the magical boots so I can get to the chest. I guess it's also the same thing, like trying to preserve books and such. There you go. And that will take the apple sorbet bonus off. Oh, I did like one of my coworkers did say like you should go in. Oh man, when I go home I actually do a lot. I do a chunk of cooking. Literally, it's like, oh, I learned this year. Look, mother, I am not dying. I can feed myself acceptably. I can prove it. Here's meal that is not going to kill you. So this year was the traditional carbonara that a couple of my friends told me how to make. Yeah. well, fair enough. I probably just did a mere bare minimum Christmas dinner, which I was kind of like, my mum was just like, yeah, it just all goes in the, it's nothing special, it all just goes in the oven. So I was like, okay, if you need help, let me know. Literally, I promise I'm an adult. I can prove it. I have like a paycheck and everything. It's like one of those moments where I'm like, in the moments where I feel like I'm not really an adult, I can understand I can at least cook for myself. Because I have met people that struggle. The only thing I'm not good at is special dietary requirements. I haven't yet graduated to that level of cooking. The carbonara is quite good. And it's like crazy simple. Okay, dig that thing up. Can't save them now. That friendship, need to max that friendship stat out. It's just occasionally if I bake something or cook something for work, I need to like know exactly what's in it. It's always one of these things you need to make sure you know. Near the endpoint, stand before the underground vase and look about. Underground vase. Before the endpoint. This looks like the most suspicious. It's like I'd rather not have a repeat where somebody like who shouldn't be eating eggs ate something that I made with eggs and immediately ran off to the toilet to throw up. I was like, ah! That's quite what I expected. There we go. That scroll. It's not too bad, but I think the hardest thing I had to find was a high tea that was suitable for people who are vegetarian, required halal food, and also we had a special no goat's cheese anywhere. Sign, I'd be not surprised. What was it? It's the peach seed thing, where it's like peach seeds actually contain cyanide. Which is like one of these, oh, I don't know, I'm getting rid of an apple course. Yeah, so you can grind. Mind you, you'd have to grind a crazy number of peaches to get enough cyanide to be useful, but it's like one of these things. There we go. So I'll get tonics that are more useful. Good combo night. It was quite... I don't think we actually went for it in the end. I think we found something else. Or I think I found a tea room that was like a 1920s one. And I was like, they have a dress-up box as well. And your friend will love this thing. And they were like, nah, we didn't want to do that. Fine, okay. That's alright. I don't mind. Should have peppercino. There we go. Give me a sec.
困り
Let
ま
me
し
blow
た
my nose. Ugh.
どうぞお召し上がりください
There we go. Rapid experience. Oh, I've wanted to
以上
do
でよ
that.
ろしい
It was like I looked at it and it was like you needed to book like a month in advance or something. I was really good at it. I was like, yeah, I could do that.
またのご用命お待ちしております
But I guess that's like Lady Dina's.
俺はここでこういう
Because I think there's someone I follow on Twitter who went to like a bird calf. So same idea, except it's like owls everywhere. But I can imagine like owls being less interested in pets than cats. So yeah, I was there like right next to it for a while, and I read they opened it, but I wasn't sure where. And then I was just walking around Brick Lane one day, and I was like, I have nothing to do. And then was like, found out where it was. I ended up right next to it. I don't actually know what delay the chat's on, so something might get a bit distracted. Cats will just lord it over you because they know more than you. I can make that. Let's go to that chest. I was really surprised how few cat owners there are around here. Well, like gimp to my jump. It's like I've only seen one up the road from me. It looked like a fairly old mine. Oh, and I should have been leveling up my skills because I'm sitting on a ton of phosons. Sort of calves there are, like animal themed. Oh, there was the one, there is the one featured in Hatoful Boyfriend, which is the bird cafe, which is the point where they like start telling you that all the birds in the game and all their images are actually like, they are actually all in from this like word bird calf in Japan. And they like, whether the developers like rocked out there one day with a camera and just took like tons of photos. That's the most interesting conversation I've had with my manager. What are you playing? This looks promising. Secret areas. A sec. There we go. Oh. It's like... It's the Finch? The Carve It Into Your Soul kid, Finch? Oh jeez. Like, I think that's the one bird on like the actual website of the bird cafe. stage, that's the aftermath. What am I doing? Wait a sec. Oh, I'm missing the... Oh, the underground urn. Near the end point, stand before the underground vase and look above. There we go. Magical door. Yes, eggs and milk from an ancient secret passageway. So, what again? There we go. Enhance action speed for time. Cool. So based on that, I maybe got 1 or 2 levels to go. So this should be the halfway point of Cornelius' story. Yeah. Golden coins to take back to the village and chow down on more. I'm also trying to think. I don't think there's any more like sort of animal cafes in London. Promised her mother?
この指輪は結晶炉コルドロンを操る鍵。コルドロンをすぐに止めねばあの人がここまで来ている。何を言っているの？コルドロンの元々の支配者、指輪の主バレンタインをあの人が王に炉を操らせてはならない。あの惨劇が繰り返される。なんとか言って指輪を返さない気ね。出さないならこうよ。
ベルベット姫。
ルカ、お願いです。指輪を。
Time to murder the fairy princess.
守って。誰にも渡してはなりません。素直に渡した方がいいのに。私の石弓は魔法の弓。
First she thought he was adorable. Now she comes off as crazy and murderous.
姫によくも。だが見れば幼い子供のすること。見逃してやる。行くがいい。
Yeah, literally she'd have to have like hollow bones and be built like a bird. Plus the fact of how delicate the wings would be and how easy it would be to destroy them. Not an evolutionary advantage for sure. Let's start the potion rollout. Where is she for a second? yeah, literally, it's like... But then you could see some sort of like fantasy world where the concept of your wings being intact being like a status symbol almost. Oh. They certainly wouldn't deal with this sort of destruction, that's for sure. Poison. The other thing is, that's like a fair crossbow she's carrying for her body size. Like, what's the poundage like on that crossbow? Considering she's meant to be this like tiny sort of dainty girl, like you need a fair amount of force to actually like put a crossbow back, to pull back the crossbow from bolts. And then again, magical crossbow. So we'll ignore that for a second. But you could quite clearly. There you go.
ベルベット姫、ご無事ですか?
Oh, Valentine.
我が孫娘はまだ現世にとどまろう。
What?
来てはいけない。その指
That's
輪
what
を
you
手
talk
に入れ
about when you talk about the drawstring.
お前は冥界で先導を名乗り出た資料。
礼を言わねばならんな。おかげで顔色の悪いあの女に見つからずこの世に戻
It could
れ
have got worse, that's always what I think. It's like I can say something, but it's like I could always have said something worse.
哀れなバレンタインの王うなるコルドロンは我が心臓、そしてティトレンの指輪が我が玉座。
Oops. So how did Oswald get this ring?
これで指輪はあるべき主のもとへと戻った。
おじい様、考え直してください。
呪いの難を逃れたお前たち兄弟にはわかるまい。この苦しみが。オーダインも妖精どももタイタニアも同じ地獄を歩むがいい。
世界の終焉をお望みなのですか?
Oh, so is this setting up what happens then in Velvet and Oswald's storyline? See this thing called tone? It always gets lowered. There's no way of raising the tone of conversation. It's like that point at work where we're joking about the Tumblr. It might be started as a Tumblr, it might be a website now. The lady will, they basically are like, send us your dick picture and we will rate them on a scale of artistry. It's amazing. It truly is amazing to read some of that stuff. Yeah, it's incredible. So they rate you on your clothing, the lighting, the angle, the bone fragments in one case. Don't ask, I don't even want to know how this occurred.
ありがとう。ありがとう、ブーカ。
ベルベット姫、お会いしたかった。私です。コルネリウスです。いや、ダメだ。こんな姿になった私をもう愛せるはずがない。告げてはいけない。口を固く閉ざせ。今は耐えるのだ。だが
I think it's like hell. Because there is the Queen of the Dead, and you start off Cornelius' story by taking out the Queen of the Dead, Odette. So hell is a place on Earth, by the looks of it.
目が覚めたと思ったらすぐに飛び出すんだから。気分はどう？まだ寝ていた方がいいと思うけど。
姫は無事か？
ベルベット様がここに連れてきてくれたのよ。
彼女はどこに？
As I was joking previously, you can quite clearly see where the Dragon Crown Saucer's design came from in this game. Why would the... Okay. Right. The Puka secret. Ah. Bling. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. So let's say it does this thing where it like partially steals from Norse mythology. Lava pit near the entrance under the dripping lava. It sort of toys with the idea of Norse mythology, but then sticks in other stuff. There we go. Does the sort of Final Fantasy thing where like every single summon is from a spread of like Western, Middle Eastern, and sort of Western, European, Middle Eastern, and like Far Eastern mythologies. It's one of those things where it's like I can turn around to someone. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it soon as well. So I'll see you. We'll do the maiden stops. Ah, cool. Are you still working on the like literally the image, like the image editing program? Oh. Ah, cool. I decided at work that my learning and development should be to learn closure. My own executes, and then it does a concat depending on what your language is. It was funny because I managed to find this thing of like it's like a computing magazine from the 80s, and it's like Lisp, and Lisp is like presented as this like monolith from like Space Odyssey almost, and it's like Lisp. But yeah, there we go. It's the worst bit about it is you're like, okay, I may have like got a bug somewhere, and then the bug just explodes into like a Java call stack, and you're like, ah. You have to spend ages like hunting around to find out where it's gone wrong. Yeah. 3 or 4. gotta throw all the things. Right. I'll get in here, I'll save, and we'll call it.
慌てて何かあったの？
メリル、逃げるんだ。ゴブリンが退去して攻めてきた。
I think the biggest problem I found was like the closer tutorial I was trying started up and then started telling you about like Emacs like 2 pages in. They'd be like, here's how to do it, and then they spent like an entire chapter on Emacs. So I got like really sidetracked trying to remember all the Emacs commands.
動くなよウサ耳。その耳そぎ落としてやろうか。皮を剥いで襟巻きをこしらえるのがいい。よさん、ここはプーカの土地だ。出て行けゴブリン。何を言ってやがる。俺らの土地だ。同じバレンタインの人間として権利はあるぜ。いい加減なことを。
本当よ。心が横島なプーカがだんだんとゴブリンになっていったの。でもわからないわ。どうしてこんなことを。コインは感謝の言葉とともに送られなければ魔法は現れない。
This magical spell sounds more and more like bullshit.
そんなことは知ってるさ。俺らの王がお作りになったお金だからな。これはそのバレンタイン王のご命令よ。バレンタイン王だと。俺たちはこんなものに用はねえ。だがお前らだけ元の姿に戻るのを許す気もねえ。王様の言うように炎の国の溶岩へコインを投げ捨てりゃあんたらの泣きっ面を拝めるって寸法よ。待て。
Evil goblins are evil.
大丈夫ですかメリルさん。
ダメよ。コインを失ったら二度と元の姿には。
Right. Let's level up. That's maintenance finished. Fine. We'll learn to parry. Right. And I will call that for today and go get some sleep. So, thanks for watching. I think you're the longest person that's ever watched. Thank you very much. I'll go get some sleep. First of all, grab Cat. Sit in a chair with Cat. Right, done.